Histórias da Lua. Especial Missões Apollo.
The Apollo 1 time when we were getting ready, I think we were all just kind of lulled into a sense of false security, mainly by the fact that we had flown all of Mercury and all of Gemini with 100% oxygen environment inside the command module or the capsule. And we did that for a lot of reasons. High altitude airplanes have been doing it for a long time, breathing 100% oxygen, and it was a way to avoid the bends and on descent and that, or ascent and that sort of thing. And so we had that 100% oxygen. We still, to this day don't know really what started the fire, but in that kind of environment, anything that will burn will burn. It was high pressure, 100% oxygen. And whatever triggered that fire, and it was over in it pretty quick. I heard it. We were in the control center in Houston. It was a countdown demonstration test. So it was just like a real launch, except for the fact that there was no propellant in the Saturn. And so when it happened, after we got past the initial phases of all that, and I remember that night very well, I was asked to go downstairs in the Mission Control Center and listen to voice tapes to see if we could pick up anything that the crewmen had said that would help us know what happened.
Boy, that must have been a brutal experience.
It was. Although, after a while you kind of, I don't know, I think maybe it was the emotion, as much as the emotion and adrenaline and anger and everything else at having it happen. I posted I can remember pretty forensic-like. It was only later that I realized that, the hell, this was not a good thing, and it was really a terrible way to go. But we didn't get a lot out of that voice tape. We slowed it, they enhanced it and all that. Well, to make a long story that's already long, I'll try to shorten it a little bit. I was, after the fire, I was selected to be on Frank Borman's team. Frank led a team that went out to Downey, California, where they built the command module, and we essentially kind of redesigned the whole thing to take anything flammable out of it. So that or if we put anything flammable inside the command module, and it's still the same way today with the shuttle, it would be under very careful control, and you'd know exactly how much was there and so forth. We also changed from 100% oxygen to 80% nitrogen, 20% oxygen mix, which is about what we breathe here on Earth, which is much less fire-sustaining than 100% oxygen. So we made those two big changes, and while I was shuttling back and forth between Houston and Downey on Borman's team, they decided they needed some more flight directors. Well, now you ask, how do you be a flight director? You might have to ask Chris Kraft that, because I was selected in between the time of the fire and in between the time we finally flew Apollo 7. I was selected to be one of 3 new flight directors. And it was a great honor, and it was also, I knew, a great responsibility.
Dê uma força ao AstrosNuTube ao subscrever o canal e dar um gosto no vídeo.